Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. First of all, if you are watching this video and you're one of my regular followers, how about hitting that subscribe button? I recently looked at my analytics and it showed that 90% of y'all that are watching my videos are not subscribed. So please subscribe. I'm a growing channel. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers, so that would really help me out. So like I said, this is not one of my normal videos. I'm just kind of talking about something that's been on my mind lately. As the title of the video says, I'm going to be talking about money a little bit. I'm going to talk about low-income homeschooling. We are a low-income family. It's just matter of fact, that's how it is. We are working off of one income, and it's not the best income by, I guess, the normal standard in America. We are a low-income family. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys some things that I encounter, some things that I see on YouTube, and just some things that I have been seeing lately and I would like to share with you. So I think a lot of people that are watching this video probably fall into one of these two categories. You are looking at all the homeschool stuff because you are thinking about homeschooling, you want to homeschool, you really, really want to, and you're just trying to get a feel of what this homeschool thing is all about, or you either already are homeschooling and you're looking at things for ideas to see, look at curriculum, look at the way people organize things, and just try to help yourself be better. I think everybody that homeschools tries to do better every year, try to do something different. So you're watching these YouTube videos of different people and you see things like a beautiful homeschool room where somebody has, the pretty all white furniture, floor to ceiling, built-in bookcases, all their, they got 4 kids and they've got 4 separate desks with computers and all their stations are color coded and everything's beautiful and pretty. And if you have that, I'm not shaming you for having that. All for it. I would have it if I could, but we can't. And you see that and you're like, I'm doing this wrong. I can't homeschool if I don't have a homeschool room, if I don't have all the pretty books and all the accessories, and I don't have a computer for each kid. There's no way I could do it. Or you're already homeschooling and you're like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm failing. I'm doing a bad job. You're not failing. You're not doing a bad job. Everybody's different. And this is what we're talking about today. If not everybody has the opportunity to do things the same way. Another thing that I'm seeing a lot lately is the homeschool planners. Everybody talks about finding the perfect homeschool planner. And I'll watch a video. I did one recently and they were talking about their planner and how much they loved it. And it had, all the different spaces for planning out by the day and the week and each subject. And they could keep records of things in there. And then it even had like regular mom stuff of like keeping up with groceries and shopping and appointments in another part of the planner. And it's on sale. And I click the link and it's on sale for $60. It's like, am I really going to spend $60 on a planner? You don't have to. It'd be nice, but you don't have to have a $60 planner. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about here in this video is things that we do and things that we don't do as a low-income family. We have been homeschooling now we're going into our 4th year, 6 years total. If you know my background, we homeschooled kindergarten and 1st grade with my first daughter, and then they went to traditional school, and then we came back, and now we're on our 4th year consecutively since 2020. So we've been at this a few years. We don't have all the fancy stuff. We don't have a homeschool room. We did have a homeschool room when we started, but we realized we didn't need it. And now that we have 3 kids in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, we don't have a room to have a homeschool room. So we don't have that anymore. Like I say, if you have that, I'm all for it. If you have the fancy planner, if you have multiple fancy planners, I'm all for it if you can do that. But this video is to encourage you that are not in that situation to be able to get all the fancy stuff and buy all the special homeschool equipment and tools and things. I'm just going to share with you some things that we do and don't do, and it works. So, like I said, one thing is we don't have a homeschool room, and it totally works. We have in our, what is now our dining room, it is our dining room slash office slash homeschool slash playroom. Like, it's just kind of everything in there. Our dining room table is in there. So is our computer desk. So is my middle daughter's Barbie dream house. And then we have a cabinet that has, it's our kitchen buffet, but we've turned it into a half kitchen stuff, half homeschool stuff. Mostly homeschool stuff. Like the shelves have books and things on them, and then the little cubbies that are in it, my middle daughter uses for her books. My older daughter uses a short little bookcase that we got at Walmart. that's in that same room. She uses that to keep her stuff on, along with some of our other stuff like computer paper and extra notebooks and things like that. So we don't have a designated room. My girls don't sit in a specific room to do their schoolwork. They scatter. They'll go to the living room. They'll sit in their bed. They'll come to work with me and do their work. So very mobile in our homeschool area. And I mentioned the planner. I don't have a fancy planner. You can look up different ways to do homeschool planning. I've never had a specific like curriculum planner, like where you write down every day what each kid's going to be doing. I have a regular planner, and I'll link a video to the planners that we've used. I have just a regular monthly planner where I will do a like rough draft kind of what we're doing for the year, like what days we're going to be doing school, what's going to be a field trip day, where our halfway point is, so that I know where my girls need to be in their books by a certain point. But I don't write it down day to day. The day-to-day stuff goes in their planner. So I could just use a regular, one subject notebook. And Walmart has those on sale for like 39 cents right now. Just a regular spiral one subject notebook. And you could write down every day what your kids are going to be doing in a notebook. You don't have to have the fancy planner. Things that we do on the low income. When we need books, we'll go to the library. I don't always buy books. Now, we have a lot of books. We've closed in our garage about 2 years, almost 2 years ago now. And we've got bookcases down there. Our goal was to have like built-in bookcases, floor-to-ceiling bookcases, but because of the money situation, that hasn't happened yet. Eventually we will get there, but for now we've just got some bookcases that we got from Walmart. We've got four, I think, down there. And we do have a lot of books. We like books. My whole family loves books. So we do have quite a few books, but if there's a book that we need for school, like just a quick reading, we go to the library, or I'll check Amazon Prime to see if it's something that we can get for free that way. I haven't used it yet, but our library does have the online books that you can get with the library card, and I have looked them up there. I just haven't got them that way. We usually, because we do like books, we like to have hardback books. We will try to go to the library and check out a book, and we can keep it for 2 weeks, renew it, keep it for another 2 weeks, and usually by that time we're done. So we don't pay for books if we don't have to or don't really want to. And then something else with the library at the beginning, not so much this last year because we just kind of got overwhelmed with our schedule. But those first 2 years, we were at the library a lot. They have free activities that you can do if you're worried about your kids not being able to pay for extracurricular activities and things. The library is a good resource for that. So check your local library and see what they have for your kids to do. They'll have our library has story times throughout the week. For all different age groups. They have like a little art class that they'll do one afternoon. And then on Saturdays, they'll have things through the summer. They have a summer reading program. So there's always something going on at our library. There's either story times or weekly craft things for different ages. It's just, there's constantly things there. So check your library, and that would be free activities that your kids can do that's outside of your normal homeschool routine that you don't have to pay for. So books, movies, you can also you're checking out books and movies, and they also have like audio CDs, things like that. So all kinds of resources at the library for free. So it doesn't matter what your income is. Looking right now, one of the things I'm seeing, and I'm doing myself, I've posted the videos of our curriculum and what we're using for the upcoming year, and I try to get the best deals. I try to use coupons. My local bookstore that I buy a lot of my curriculum from offers coupons, or like bucks. It's like little Monopoly money that you get so many dollars, or these play money bucks for so much money that you spend. So I'll reuse those year to year. I have some of those sitting around now that I'll use when next year rolls around and I buy more curriculum. And they price match at that store, so I'm getting the best deal possible. I'll take in my price. I'll look online, get the lowest price, take it to them, and they'll match it for me. Or I look online. Always try to find the best deal. Don't think that you have to shop in one spot for your curriculum, and you don't have to only buy one curriculum for every subject for every kid. You can mix and match, get what works for you, for your student, for your income, and totally make it work for you. Try to get and get the lowest price that you can. And don't just shop one time a year. Keep an eye on the sales. Christianbook.com will offer you the sales of all the different curriculums in that one website. So that's why I love using that website. If Apologia is offering a sale on their curriculum, you're going to get that price on Christianbook.com. If LifePack or BJU or Abeka, all those other, any of the curriculum that you can think of that Christian Book offers, if they're having a sale on their individual curriculum, you're going to see that price on christianbook.com. So definitely look all throughout the year. They offer sales. Right now is the best time, like spring, summer, when school is getting ready to start back up is the best time. I think that's when the most sales are. But all throughout the year, sign up for newsletters, sign up for email alerts, and look for the curriculum that if there's a curriculum that you really want, make sure you sign up for the alerts, and you might find it throughout the year, maybe Black Friday time or something. You might find better deals. So always be on the lookout all year long for curriculum. Now, if you are just getting into the homeschooling and you're not sure where to start, I said you don't have to buy all of one curriculum, but you can. I did that when we first started back. I was not sure what to do for my, let's see, what was she? She was first grade. I wasn't sure what to get for my first grader because I wasn't sure of what her learning style was yet. So we did all Life Pack that first year, and then we slowly gotten away from it. This year is going to be she's going into 4th grade, and this is going to be the first year since we've been homeschooling her that she is not going to be doing any Life Pack subjects. We had hung on to a couple of them every year and then slowly got away from it. And now she's not doing any Life Pack. But when we first started, it was all Life Pack. We got the box set, all one curriculum for everything. And that worked good for me because I wasn't sure of her learning style. So I said you don't have to, but I'd say it might be a good idea if you're just starting out and you don't know what to do to get one curriculum. But check around the prices. Everything is different. Might find one, if you're like first grade, for instance, you might find one curriculum that has the full first grade set, and it's like $1,000. And then you might find another curriculum and it's only like $400. And it gives you the complete first grade, all the core subjects and the extras and all that. So definitely look around and check your prices. We do shop during the back to school time. So we try to get the best prices for our school supplies, notebooks, pencils. We don't have to buy as much because we're not trying to buy stuff. If you're going to public school or any, private school, any school that has a classroom of 15, 20, 30 kids, you have a supply list that you have to bring in. And most of the time that supply list is going to cover the other kids in the class too. So you're not just buying for your kid. It seems like you're buying tissues and paper towels and Clorox wipes and hand sanitizer for way more than what your kid's going to use for the year. So you don't have to do that when you're homeschooling. Thank goodness. But we do have to buy some supplies. So the back to school sales seems to be the best time for me that I have seen to get the school supplies. So I've already bought some stuff. I have some notebooks coming. I think I got some erasers coming for my youngest daughter. We do try to use up what we have, but sometimes we do have to buy some new supplies, and the back to school time is the best time, in my opinion, to get those things. So we do participate in the back to school time, which is right now. I think they've already started. I saw some fall stuff out in the stores over the weekend. So definitely start checking for some of those supplies to be on sale right now. Backpacks. My girls do not get backpacks, book bags, whatever you want to call them. We don't get new book bags every year. When they were going to school, they didn't get new book bags every year. We use them until they wear out, and we do the same thing now. My youngest daughter has a backpack that she's using. She's still going to use it this year. We got it at Goodwill last year, before last school year started. We got it at Goodwill. I had to look up what the brand was. It was something from Walmart, I think, that was like $20, $25. And we got it at Goodwill for $6. And she loves it. It's a zebra print, like blue and zebra print book bag, and she loves it. So check around. If you need a bag, it doesn't necessarily have to be a book bag. If your kids are going to be, traveling with their stuff and they do need to leave the house and you want a book bag, it doesn't actually have to be a book bag. You could go and, like, my oldest daughter carries almost like a messenger bag, satchel, tote kind of thing. It's a bag that I had for myself in college, and I hung on to it. The bag is pushing like 15 years old, and my daughter's still using it. It was up in my closet, and she needed a bag for her books, and she didn't want to carry the book bag because she's, too old for that, I guess, now. And that's what she's using. So you don't have to go for the $30, $40, $50 book bags if your kid needs a bag to carry their stuff around. Check Walmart, check Goodwill. You might can find something that they would use other than the high-priced book bags or the name brand. You don't have to go name brand. My kids don't do name brand stuff. They're living at home. They're using my money. They're not going to get the name brand stuff. So just tough luck on that. I know that a lot of the kids the same age as my kids have that attitude of, if it's not the name brand, that they're not going to touch it. And I'm sorry, but we don't do that. We can't afford to do that, so we don't do that. Something that I have thought about doing, I've looked into it, but I haven't jumped in to do it yet, is doing a fundraiser. That might sound crazy as a homeschooler. I have known people that have done fundraising for their own homeschool, like to help buy books, and they'll advertise it as that it's a fundraiser for their homeschool books or field trip fees or something like that. And I've looked at it. I've looked at like Krispy Kreme donuts, or I can't remember what the other. I've looked up a couple of different places. Some of the pizza places that do regular fundraisers. I've looked that up, and you can do that for homeschooling. I just haven't jumped in to do it yet. But if that's something that you think you would be interested in doing, I would definitely check it out. Places that you wouldn't think of to do fundraisers for would do something special as a small thing. Maybe they don't normally do like public school fundraisers, but you can check. It never hurts to ask. So anyway, that was just a quick thing that's been on my mind here lately with watching all the new videos coming out about the fancy, organizing your homeschool room, or buying the new curriculum and the planners and all that. And I can't do that. And I have learned to live with that. I have a Bible verse hanging up in our kitchen, Philippians 4:11. It says, "For not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content." So I have learned to be content. Not that what we have here, our homeschool situation is terrible, but I had to learn the contentment when I see things on YouTube or Pinterest, these beautiful rooms, the fancy planners, all the brand new curriculum with all the fancy accessories to go with the curriculum. And I'm here buying things, mix and matching to try to get the best prices. And I'm going to Dollar Tree. That's another thing that we do. We get stuff from Dollar Tree. If you have little kids, just a real quick thing, I meant to throw this in there when I was talking about the curriculum. If you have little kids and they, you always need like the manipulatives for like math, flashcards for the ABCs and all that kind of stuff. Dollar Tree has those things. If you don't pay a bunch of money to get counting blocks when you could go to Dollar Tree or use something that you already have in your own home. When my first grader came home, rising fourth grader, but when she was in first grade and we were doing that first year of homeschooling and we needed the, little counting pieces for her math, I went to our craft supplies and got out some beads that they had used for making their necklaces and bracelets and things. They had some animal shaped beads, and that's what we used. I had like 20 of those in a little pouch, and that stayed with her school stuff throughout that year. And then when we were done with it, it went back into the craft supplies. If you're learning to count money, just grab some change you have at the house. Pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters. It don't take many for them to learn and visualize. Some dollar bills. If you don't want them to have the real stuff, you can make copies, like put the coins in the dollar bills. Not saying to make counterfeit money, but you can make some black and white copies of money and cut them out, and they've got little papers that look like real money. You don't have to go buy the fake money. I've seen kits with the kindergarten and first grade and second grade with all the extra accessories that go with it, and it's so expensive to get like the little play money, the little counting blocks and things. It's just so expensive compared to how you could put it together yourself with stuff you have already at home or from the Dollar Tree. So definitely check the Dollar Tree for stuff like that. But anyway, like I was saying, I've had to learn contentment because you see all these things and it looks so great and you wish you could have it, or you feel like you're not doing it right, or that there's no way you could do homeschooling because you can't do that. It's not achievable for everyone. And I just want you to know that that is okay. And I wanted to share with you some things that we do and don't do as being a low income family, and just to let you know that it's possible. You can homeschool and not have a bunch of money and not have all the fancy things. If this video helped you, how about giving it a thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.